Hi everybody, welcome to Adventures After Dark. I'm your host, Big Ed Mustafa, and tonight I am going to continue playing Little Ed Mustafa on the Brandywine server. He is an 81st level burglar, and I've been trying to wrap up all of Dunland and Isengard so that I can move on to Rohan without worrying too much about what I've missed. So we've got some very sad, depressing content to go through tonight. I won't give away exactly what that is, but I'm sure many of you will already be familiar with it. So get settled in and enjoy the next couple of hours hanging out with me, and we will see what we can do about driving Saruman and his orcs back into Orthanc so they don't bother anybody. I suspect it may not go well, but I've read the book and actually played through this before, so I don't want to spoil it. That's one of the things about LOTRO that can be frustrating at times. Love the game, enjoy playing it, but when you know there's a particularly bad set of content that doesn't go well for the free peoples, and you have to go back and play through it again, it's like, oh, I hate this part, it's so sad. So that's okay, that's part of the epic storyline. Not everything breaks your way. Ooh, we got a heritage rune. That's super exciting. And I always recommend that you do your daily task turn-ins every day. They're good for you. So I'm going to do mine. Probably mostly punctured shields for now. We might come back with more later. I am a friend of the Rohirrim. Thank you for noticing.
Well met, my friend.
Actually, on my way to Kindred here shortly.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim. Your aid is welcome, friend. Welcome and well met, my friend.
Only good things happen from task turn-ins. Item experience, regular experience points, it's all good. So do your task turn-ins every day. Oh, and I do have a couple of sets of decorative sheaths. Fantastic.
Welcome, well met, my friend.
That should be 7. This should be 8.
Welcome, friend.
I've even got blotchy skin. I've got enough to finish before we get started.
Welcome, my friend.
Like Martha Stewart says, it's a good thing. Not there yet. Got one more to go. Blotchy skin. Stay focused, Ed.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
My friend LOTRO Stream has started watching. Hello, LOTRO Stream. And that's it. Task limit reached. There's a mailbox. I got more stuff to reforge. That's one of the other benefits.
Friend of the Rohirrim.
Item XP is always a good thing. Sneak movement speed is a happy thing. I don't remember if I had more stuff at the auction house last night or not. What could be in the mail? Player is offline. We'll have to find Lexi later. Okay, well, that was good. That's a good message to get. We're about to add another burglar to the kin ranks. Nasty, how are you? I had a shave. I am beardless. Took it off yesterday. Mrs. Mustafa's happy about it, but Gussie Moose was devastated. She really liked the beard. But Gussie doesn't bring me Coke Zero. That's up to Mrs. Mustafa, so I cut her some slack. Find some sign of the dwarf. What else do we have going on here? I feel like I might have accidentally knocked a couple of quests out. Yeah, here's a couple. Rift the Wold, Isengard. Master of Beasts. Gussie Moose is not pleased. Hi, CableNet. Good to see you, my dear. You got an opinion about the beard? Gussie Moose is upset that it's gone. Nasty's mostly just bewildered. I liked the beard, but I was at least going to have it trimmed because it was just, I was starting to look like some kind of homeless mountain man or Unabomber or something. It definitely needed sorted out. Hi, Thomas. Yep. So I looked over at chat and rode right off the side of that hill. That's okay. Slows down the horse so I can read chat better. Santa Mustafa eventually had to go away. That was kind of what I thought. I made the comment last night that Zinger was getting way too much mileage out of altering bearded photos of me. Where's that map table?
Dawn came swiftly.
I just opened a fresh Coke Zero.
As my prince prepared to conduct his daring strike.
I'm starting the stream a couple hours early tonight. Friend of mine got the UFC pay-per-view. He's a big Ronda Rousey fan. And I'm not a huge UFC fan, but I like hanging out with my buddies, so I thought, it's a good reason to do it. Follow Theodred as he makes some final preparations. So I figure I can stream for a couple hours and then head over there, and best of both worlds. I'll get to hang out with my Twitch friends and then get to hang out with my idiot buddies in real life. Sinston dropped a contact lens. He's trying to find it. Well, now why'd you stop? Are we going? Trying to keep my boots dry. Good advice on the Warsteed mounted skills there, Thomas. I've been thinking about reorganizing my Warsteed. I've got a medium set up now, I think medium red. We could take a look, I suppose. Shift H, Shift M, M for mount. Since I'm a burglar, I named my Warsteed Felony. Traits. Oh, you know what? I haven't checked Warsteed traits in a while. That's one. I don't have two set up at all. That's interesting. I don't... That's weird. Okay, well at least now I've got a light spec tree. Just have to get a bridle so I can try it out. Oh, and I don't have any Warsteed points to use here. Okay, good. Yeah, medium red. That's what I thought. Okay, back to Theodred. Mount your steed and talk to Grimbold when you're ready to ride. I'll ride my elf ambassador's pony.
Prince Theodred left riders at the ford of Eisen to guard the passage into Rohan, and he went north with a second group to Isengard.
There are orcs and half-orcs outside the walls, but their number is not great. We've taken the wizard unawares. If only that were true. Do not celebrate yet. The battle is still unfought. Alright, one down. We've got some more... Oh, what's a good way to describe these? Landscape quests to do besides the epic. So we can knock out a few more of these. I mentioned it last night too, but I had just forgotten about how huge this region is. Dunland and Isengard have just scores and scores and scores of different quests to run, different areas to explore, lots of different sub-regions. It's really an amazing amount of content. This must have really been something when the expansion first came out, because it is expansive. It's a good word for it. Spoiler alert, the ring gets destroyed. Oh man, I can't believe you ruined the game. Why even keep going? If anybody's feeling chatty and they have my Discord channel, I am in voice chat. Feel free to pop in and say hello vocally if you care to. Oh, the dwarf moved on me. I wonder where he's at. Down around the corner somewhere. Oh, I'm not in my regular trait line. Like, what's going on? I have to see if I can remember everything that CableKnit taught me about yellow line burglar stuff. Yellow line is fun and quite useful solo. It's really great if you're a burglar doing group content, though. But I've kind of fell back into the habit of mostly using red line all the time. I am a big fan of coup de grace. Trick engage plus disable. There we go. Dwarf make pickaxe. Yeah, I still have a few orcs to kill. I failed to burgle. Yeah, when you hit 75 or so and you know you can get your war steed. Well, I did it with Little Ed, but I came back. I mean, you kind of... It's hard to fight the temptation to just make a beeline for Harwick. But, you know, there's a lot of good content here. And I don't know... I'm not sure I ever have done all of the Isengard instances. I would like to come back and do those with a few fellow burgs sometime. I have successfully burgled. I am a burglar. Okay, Andor should have some quests for me here. Defeat goblins, go talk to a couple people. Oh, you are going back this weekend. There's so much content. It's really amazing. I failed to burgle. Yeah. It's the underworkings. If you can't sneak up on them, just get behind them. Use your stuns to do positional damage. It's almost as good as sneaking up on them already stealthed. Failed to burgle. It's an exhausted slave. Nice of him to let him take a nap like that since he's exhausted. I've discovered the smelter. I failed to burgle again. Failed to burgle. Oh, goblins. Failed to burgle. It's hard to be stealthy when you're on fire. Stupid goblins. Orc grunt, more goblins. Oh, man. Didn't get a chance to pick his pocket. Very disappointing. Hi, Duck Sauce. Good to see you. Oh, you might go back. Yeah, if you need some quests to do, you won't run out of activity, that's for sure. More goblins? Don't see any more. Maybe around the corner. Yeah, one of the weird things about it, CableNet, was I was coming back through some areas I hadn't seen for a while, and they were different than how I remembered them. It was kind of throwing me off a little bit. You know, stuff would seem familiar but different. And so that might be one of the reasons why I've been enjoying it so much, is just because I haven't been through here in a while. Hello, Mr. Goblin. Look that way. That's what you got in your pocket. Failed to burgle. We're going to try to put the flames out. That didn't work very well. Okay, goblins are out of the way. So I got to figure out how to get out of this pit now. Well, that's part of the problem. We'll do this the burglar way. I don't think... Oh, there's a Goblin Slayer deed. I don't know I necessarily want to pick out goblins with explosives in particular to pick on. We'll come back to those. Hey, Maiden of Rohan, howdy. Guthgard, welcome. The slave stockades. Exploring the Heathfells. I successfully burgled. That's funny. Oh, I opened the door, so I broke stealth. It's like, what just happened? Failed to burgle. Yeah, I did not have a good football day so far. We watched our beloved Huskers get taken to school by the Volunteers. There's too many pieces missing today. It looked like they might try to climb back into things in the third quarter and then just couldn't pull it off. Defeat pitworms. Defeat the devourer. Scalloped potato coma. That's the best kind of coma. There we go. This is a prime fishing opportunity. Remember, orcs and goblins don't fish. So if you're not fishing in Middle Earth, then Saruman has already won. Let's see what we can get. I mailed a carp and a largemouth bass to Alap Baba last night with explicit instructions that he should not make love to the fish, that they were for cooking ingredient use only. So hopefully when he gets that message, he'll obey it. It's tough to say. Buddy Hackett used to tell a funny fishing story. It's completely inappropriate, so I will not finish the joke. I caught a pike. We'll put him back. Be free, little pike. Dirty Skull. Actually, I had better luck fishing the Ison River last night. Oh, I'm under attack. Dagger. Club. Alright. Well, we'll just continue fighting the forces of evil. Ooh, I successfully burgled. Slavers, pitworms. Ooh, pet worm. Hi, Meg. Santa Ed has lost the beard. Mrs. Mustafa wanted it gone. Well, I don't always do everything she tells me to do. Once in a while, I let her have her way. Plus, I had to get it trimmed or do something with it, so I just figured we'd go into the new year with a clean, fresh look. Every time I shave it off, people tell me I look 10 years younger, so there's always that. We'll murder this defiler just because he's there. I failed to burgle. Yep. I'm mostly just killing time waiting for more worms to spawn. But I need the orc kills, so it's productive. Again, voice chat is open if anybody wants to pop in and say hello. Otherwise, I hope everybody's gearing up for a big New Year's weekend. Okay, that's enough pit worms. Now I just have to find the big boss pit worm. I think... No, where's the Devourer at? Orc Slaver. More captains. One Devourer straight ahead. Meg Reader, you think I look 20 years younger without the beard? I'll take that. I mentioned it on stream last night. The gal who cut my hair, I had her shave the beard off too. And she gets done and she looks at me sitting there with no beard, and of course she only saw me as I came in, and she goes, "You look weird." And I was like, "Thanks, this is my usual face." She's like, "No, I just mean," I'm like, "I know what you mean." I just laughed though. Alright, the Devourer is down for the count. Something is chasing me. That's a pit worm. I don't care about pit worms. I think I have to take the long way around. See if this Defiler's got anything good in his pocket. A Cloak of Fleetness. Thank you for the Cloak of Fleetness. And goodbye. I failed to burgle. More volatile goblins. Exhausted slaves. Duck Sauce is rooting for Clemson tomorrow. That's a good football team. I failed to burgle. I'm filled with a deep, deep shame. Go talk to the dwarf. Again, could just sneak past the guards, but I need the orc kills anyway. And I often say, anytime you're in Middle Earth, as long as you're killing orcs, you're probably doing the right thing. Find a source of fresh water. Failed the burgle. Fresh water straight ahead. Poop. I was just getting ready to go into stealth so I didn't have to fight any more of these stupid pitworms. It's just a little slow clicking the button, I'm afraid. I think Mrs. Mustafa might be home. She had to go shoot some girls' basketball after work. Sounds like she's done and back with us. Already killed the Devourer. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to go up and around. That's my hunch anyway. Stupid worm. Hi, how was basketball?
They lost. Same thing that happened when you watch that game. came back, they were up, going into half.
The Huskers were never up. They trailed the whole time.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you mean the previous basketball game I watched?
Si, senor.
All right.
I'm going to eat some food. Is that okay?
Sure.
Are you needing food?
Oops. I did not want to fall down here.
Don't fall down.
Too late. I was just sure I could make that jump.
We're all rooting for you.
That's my line.
Oh, yeah. Right.
There's certain movies I like to quote. If you've ever seen the movie Airplane, Leslie Nielsen keeps popping into the cockpit while they're trying to land the plane, and he says, "I just wanted you to know we're all counting on you. Good luck." And he does it like 5 or 6 times in really inopportune moments. It's pretty funny. Okay, I want to go this way and then take the track around. Ooh, I burgled a green garnet. Okay, fresh water is over there. Well, at least I made that jump. Ooh, water bucket. Bring water to the exhausted miners. There we go. Another favorite movie quote of mine, Steve Martin, the jerk. He's all excited because he gets his phone number in the phone book. And he's like, "This is it. I'm somebody. I used to be nobody, but now I'm somebody. I'm Nathan Johnson. I'm in the phone book." And he looks at the camera and he goes, "Good things are going to start happening for me now." And then somebody is opening the phone book and they're like, "Nathan Johnson? That sounds like your typical random son of a bitch to me." And they just pick his name out of the phone book to go shoot him because they're having a bad day. So every once in a while a friend will be like, "I don't know. Do you think I should buy that car? Or should I keep looking around?" And I'll just throw out the occasional, "Good things are going to start happening for you now." Just sound extremely optimistic for no reason. It kind of goes back to the whole RC flying club things. One of my jobs as an RC pilot is to talk my other buddies into doing things that they know they shouldn't do. Like when they're doing like flybys down the runway, you keep yelling, lower, lower, until they splatter their plane. Or they come to me with stuff and they're like, I don't know, Ed, do you think I should buy this plane or should I get this other plane instead? Well, you're not going to know which one you like better unless you get them both and fly them, are you? So you should probably order both planes. Then their wives get really pissy with me. Like Doressa, it's a good thing she likes me, because as much stupid stuff as I've talked her husband Jeff into, she shouldn't even let him talk to me anymore. But it all worked out. Ooh, an exhausted slave. This is a good quest to pick up on my way back to the dwarf. Meg Reader says, hello, Mrs. Mustafa.
Hello.
Mrs. Mustafa says hello to everyone here in chat. Revalix, howdy, howdy. I am on Brandywine server. I am in Dunland. I am in the Orcs Iron Mine near Isengard. I'm a little over level for the area, but that's okay.
You sound like Jeff Pitt when you talk.
I do not sound like Jeff.
I have not seen your kind before.
Alright, I need to figure out a way up. Up, 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 up. Ooh, exhausted miner.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
Ah, the back scratcher wave. Moria is super fun, but I've got so many characters in Moria that I need to take a break from it once in a while. With the revamp, though, it is a pretty fun place to quest and adventure. Lots to see, lots to do, all in a very compact space. And the better you know Moria, I think the more you like adventuring there. The first couple times I went through it, it was pretty daunting because I didn't really know my way around. But after you kind of get that figured out, then it's like, oh, okay. I know right where to go to get this done. I failed to burgle. I'm ashamed. Oh, there's the dwarf. Perfect. I'm headed up. I successfully burgled. Okay, another favorite movie quote of mine that I throw into random conversations occasionally. The movie Used Cars with Kurt Russell and Jack Ward. There's a scene where they break into the State of the Union address by President Carter. It's an old movie. And they have a pirate TV commercial that they broadcast over satellite nationwide. But when they cut back from it, the line is... come on down to New Deal Used Cars. Did you hear what I said? The New Deal used cars. Did you hear what I said? And then it cuts back to the State of the Union address, and President Carter's looking at the screen going, I have heard you with unmistakable clarity. So every once in a while, my wife will ask me, did you hear me? And I'll say, I have heard you. And then I laugh, and she rolls her eyes and goes, that's such a dumb movie. She's wrong about that, by the way. It's an absolutely kick-ass movie, and everybody should rent it this New Year's Eve weekend. It's that good. In fact, I would venture to say your life is an incomplete charade if you have not seen that movie. It's one of Steven Spielberg's finest films. Better than Schindler's List. Plus, it's all in color, not mostly black and white, so it's got that going for it. What do we want? Okay, burn explosive barrels, collect strange ore. Talk to the NPCs. I can do all of that. I burgled. Boom. Alright, let's see what else we got. Failed to burgle. There we go. Okay, you are not the one I need to talk to. Gamer Gramp, howdy. Dex wants to know my crit rate. Let's take a look. 4,800. Actually, I've been in Dunland for a long time. I'm a bit over level. I'm 81st. I think this is good for like 65th to 75th maybe. And I've been a little bit lazy. I did some stuff to my first age and reset the points on it, and I haven't reapplied them. So if I was going to get really serious, faint attack damage is a happy thing. Coup de grace. I've been ringing that bell quite a bit. Got 14 points left. Guess I'm hanging on to them for now. What am I using for burglar's tools? It's good to actually go out and check out this stuff once in a while. Yeah, I don't think I've bothered to put any points into my burglar's tools either. Don't be like me, kids. Pay attention to your legendary items. Burglar's tools of the 3rd age, 41st level. Let's find those and see if we can clean them up. Are these it? Yeah. Bump up positional damage. Critical buff duration. Oh. Well, that's okay. I've got a bunch of these to use. Just I've got a place to put them. Offhand critical, tricks duration, reveal weakness, sneak movement speed's a handy one. Alright, well, that's not fantastic, but it's better than it was, so let's go kill some more orcs. I've been meaning to do that, but it's not like I've been having trouble slicing through everything anyway. And I can darn sure promise I would have remembered before I went back out into Rohan. Yeah, Pulu's got a point. You tend to burn through gear so fast it doesn't much matter. Howdy Gamer Gramp, howdy Pulu. Hi there Deathman. That is the percent crit to hit. Yeah, not exactly. I think if I hover over it, it tells me more. Critical rating. At level, I have an 18% chance to crit. Devastating attack, 4%. Ranged critical hits about the same. Tactical critical hits about the same. That's pretty low for my level. That's not a particularly good percentage. I have successfully burgled. Alright. Defeat the Overseer and take his key. Find Gulvorn. And collect orc weapons. That means there's more orcs to kill. Including this slaver. What am I doing? I need 76 more orcs. I failed to burgle. Just a little late with that subtle stab there. Or surprise strike, rather. I've successfully burgled. Hold still, I have to rob you and kill you, Mr. Orc. I failed to burgle. Be very quiet. I'm hunting orc slavers. Failed to burgle. Also failed to do any particularly good kind of Elmer Fudd imitation. Failed to burgle. Hello, servant of Saruman. The pain train is coming and you are standing on the tracks, pal.
Greetings. Will you remain here long? I have not seen your kind before.
It looks like a big double door set that doesn't go anywhere. I failed to burgle. That was a really loud paddle wheel. Some glasses have traits that take them over cap. I thought it was okay. I failed to burgle. Orc weapons. Where is that overseer? Oh, I gotta burn more explosive barrels too. Okay. I think that will take me back towards the overseer. Now I'm on fire. Wow, that was a good guess. I was right outside the blast radius. Dumb luck. And I made a jump. The underworkings. Where am I even going? Not sure what happened there. I must have sneezed or something and the orc heard me. I thought I was stealthed. Obviously not. I successfully burgled. Somewhere up here there is an overseer, and I am going to do him grievous harm. I just don't remember where he's at. You know, it's kind of funny this is the only thing like it out here in Dunland. It's really a kind of a pretty dungeon, from an underground dungeon perspective anyway. Fairly large, complex, bunch of quests. And again, while I'm out looking for the Overseer, I can be collecting strange ore, setting fire to black powder, killing orcs for the Slayer Deed Advanced. I failed to burgle. More strange ore. I successfully burgled. Orc slaver. Orc grunt. Well, this is right near the entrance. Okay, I know where I'm at. Do I want to go up and talk to the dwarf? Probably not yet. Yep, he saw me. Hooray for positional damage. Usually you can have them killed within 3 or 4 swipes before they even come out of the stun fully. Do I have the Overseer tag? No. Point me to him. He is up there. Spider Pig, howdy. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, the Elmer Fudd was okay, Apollo? You're very kind. I don't do very many good imitations, and then when I hear them back, I think they're even worse than I thought when I did them originally. But it's still fun to try. I'm no Grizzly Wookie. Grizzly Wookie, there's another one of the LOTRO streamers who I haven't seen for a while. Seems like a bunch of us have been out sick most of the month. Is burgle a class deed? It is. I have long since completed it. many levels ago. And the other one that's annoying is improved addle. I think you need like 500 or 600 addles to complete the deed, and it just gets to the point where you basically have to addle everything all the time. You just throw it into your normal combat rotation for no reason other than you need it for the deed. There's the Overseer. Alright. Let's not get too distracted. Pick up some strange ore. Uh-oh, I think the Overseer saw me. That's okay. Come here, Overseer. That was not what I was trying to do. Okay, now we've got the Overseer's key. I need more strange ore, though. I haven't played blue on this particular burglar. I've played red and yellow. I've got a burglar on Arkenstone, Mirabella, who I've played red and blue. So I don't know blue as well as I know yellow and red, but I have played all three. I need strange ore. We'll make that the focus. There's some near enough by that it's flashing at me. There's strange ore. Apulu is correct. I am in the pit near the fjords of Isengard. Anyway, we were talking about streamers who have been sick. Alapenya was under the weather for almost the whole month of December. Eldolith is really sick. Terry Adwin is sick. Grizzly Wookie has been ill. Lots of flu and cold bugs going around. More strange ore. I successfully burgled. Seven of 10. Nice. 8 of 10. This might be the highest point in the whole cavern system. Great view from up here. I think burgle, you need 250 burgle attempts. You don't have to be successful, you just have to attempt burgling. Oh, I actually pulled a burglar weapon. Who'd have thunk? What are we doing on pack space? 4 left. I already had a pile of those started. I probably have these as well. He did not make it. He is having a bad day. Ooh, strange ore. Slowly, slowly. Lady Gun, are you trying to talk me into something that's bad for me? Because I respect that. That's what friends are for. Gussie Moose was just telling a story about Eldolith talking her into jumping into someplace she shouldn't. You think it sounds mean, but it's only mean for a little bit, and then afterwards you can laugh and laugh about it. Burglar powers activate. It's funny, but Safe Fall is one of those burglar traits that after you get used to using it, you just hate not having it on your other characters. They could put that in the LOTRO store for 10,000 LOTRO points to activate it on all your characters, and I'll bet most people who've played burglars would happily pay it. Be like, alright. It's pretty handy. Stupid defiler. Oh, now it's trailing me. I already killed you. Oh, there we go. Okay, the Devourer is dead again. I've got all my ore. Oh, there's a burglar trait, Remanov, called Safe Fall. It won't protect you from dying on a very long fall, but it lets you take a survivable fall without fall damage or breaking your legs. Only burglars have it. And it's wonderful. And again, sorry to have to pause in the middle of questing, but I need... Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I need 31 more orcs. And this will make it 30. Goodbye. We will get the Slayer deed done. $28 to go. That was pretty arrogant of me because I used the surprise strike because I wanted to preserve the coup de grace for these two idiots. Alrighty then. Evil Fate, Key to Freedom. Ooh! Kindred to Theodred's Riders. Happy to have that one out of the way. Also, it's worth 20 LOTRO points. Hooray! Well, I must have finished something else too. Oh, Quest in the Heathfells. That might have been it. That was Fortitude. Not quite as important. Need to reforge some stuff. Rep upgrade. Theodred's Riders is Kindred. New title. Legendary level up. Help the slaves escape. We're busting out of here, guys.
Put aside their differences and work together to escape from their brutal orc overseers and the deadly mines hidden beneath the Heathfells.
What do you want?
Where did everybody go?
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
Time is short. So is hope.
I think those all counted towards the Orc Slayer deed, which makes me happy. I've made it to the forges.
Find aid in time.
Nope, they're going that way. I guessed wrong. I wish I could get a quicker cooldown rate on that Knives Out skill. Comes in handy for some of the stuff when you're trying to draw aggro away from NPCs. It's the only AoE skill for a burglar on foot that I know of.
Time is short. So is hope.
You're welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
Trying to convince Cordovan that burglars needed hand grenades, but I don't think he was... He didn't say no. He just said he didn't think it was very likely. And yellow line burglars do get a group stun that would be really handy for something like this. But so far all my NPCs are holding up okay, everybody looks fine. Hi King Cronus, welcome, welcome. I do use just one big bag. I can never find anything. It's all part of my system. He's back on his perch, and I never did find all the black powder I needed to destroy. 2 of 4. I need 2 more orcs. After this, I will only need 1 more orc. I failed to burgle.
At your service and your family.
Really?
I am at your service. Come and stay a moment, friend.
Collect orc whips. Oh, we have dailies in here. I don't need them, but it's nice to know they're here if you do. Hunzi has just started watching. Hello, Hunzi. Congratulations, Defiler. You're gonna put me over quota. Boom. Orc Slayer Advanced completed. Hopefully that's not another might deed. Looking for agility, y'all. Got the LOTRO points piling up tonight. That's always a good thing. Idealism. Fate and Will. Yeah, orcs needed to die anyway. Slavers have whips, therefore slavers will die. I successfully burgled. What did I get? Dwarf made Spear of Determination? I didn't want to wait for the cooldown to try to pick his pocket. I'm almost out of pack space anyway. Grunts do not have whips, so he gets to live as long as he doesn't cross my path. Once in a very, very, very great while, you'll actually pull something useful out of a burgle attempt. My most prized possession, I got a special writ of passage that allows me to use quick travel for a full week. Boom, I got caught in the explosion. That's alright. These are some highly volatile goblins. Alright, good to go on the black powder, just need to find more slavers. And there's probably a way up. Back around this way. Everybody say hello to Hunzi. They do explode easy. Grunt, 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 defiler. And I don't think the slavers have respawned since the last time I came through here yet. So that's highly disappointing. There's a slaver. Nothing makes me sadder than a slaver with no whip to take. Very disheartening.
Well met, friend.
Defiler, grunt. Not the direction I wanted to go. But that's okay. I still have not figured out why halflings say hiya all the time. I've read nothing about the history of the hobbits that would suggest they have a martial arts background. It's just a mystery. Looking for slavers. Just defilers. Hansi, I am doing great tonight. How are you doing, bud? Are you getting excited for a big old New Year's weekend? That's a slaver. We're going to do very bad things to him. There we are, 8 whips. We will load up the mighty war goat of vengeance and head back to the entrance. See how I jumped him? It looked just like that one scene from Silverado. It's been a successful run through here, but I am looking forward to being done with this dungeon complex. This orc grunt really bears a grudge. Okay, he gave up. Ah, poop. What can I get rid of? A chunk of platinum. Goodbye. I can't believe I didn't have any of those in my pack already. Oh, I do. I just had 250 packs. Okay. Well, we're ready to leave. What else do I have left? If you're fishing at the Black Lake, you probably got it from fishing. That's where most of it comes from. It's a little known fact, but the watcher in the black pool poops crystals. So if you fish there in the black pool with 200 fishing skill and a fishing pole of the Rohirrim, you too can catch Anphelis starlit crystals. Pull them up in clusters out of there sometimes. It's amazing. Yeah, it's mostly just a rumor I'm starting, but it's a good rumor. One of the nice things about being in an all-burglar kinship, any legendary items I find that aren't for burglars, I know I don't need to keep. And I apologize, but I will have to clean up my bag real quick.
How may the Rohirrim be of service to you?
You can repair my junk and buy some stuff, is how you can serve me. Like that, and those, and that. Just going to try on that flowing black cloak. It actually has a better agility buff than the one I'm wearing. See, that pickpocketing, you think that's a waste of time, and largely it is, but like I got 90 silver worth of Celebrant salves. It does add up. Minor essence, completely useless. Jade gems add up. Bent metal maces and metal sword sheaths are both good for rep with the done landings. I'm at Kindred, so I'm just going to sell that stuff off. I would put it in the kin chest for other people to turn in, but we don't have any room in the kin chest. If you have a burglar in the 40 Thieves kinship, please feel free to go by the kin house and help yourself to whatever you want out of the kin chest. We're packed full, 90 out of 90 slots, and I've been adding some good stuff. That's a pretty good looking flowing black cape. That's probably worth keeping for now. It looks very burglary. Look at me getting all my loot out before it starts dropping. I would have never believed I could do it. Nope, these were all a bust. Alright, well, we've at least got enough pack space to work with. Legendary items, yeah. Let's get over here to the Forge Master.
Welcome and well met, my friend. Welcome, my friend.
Burglar's Club. Oh yeah, I'm not keeping that. We can totally crush this. I'll keep that light bridle though.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Alright, patrol points. Examine the table. Escape Dundling. Alright, let's do that. No worries, Ravelix. If anybody was going to clean out the burglar kin house, it would already be done. And just for fun, Gyarados is on. Let's check our kin count. That's interesting. Thought we'd added our 70th burglar. We may have lost somebody. We're back to 69 burgs. It shows 20 per page. So we've got 60 plus 9. I don't know why, but the burglar kin seems to like that number. I'll have to Google it later and see if a reason for that pops up. Something I'm unfamiliar with, maybe. Where the heck did he come from? Ah, poop. Now I have to stop and kill everybody who comes at me. I'll start with this one. You two are working my last nerve. Really? Again? Okay then. Hi, Mini Skazi. Delicious, crisp, and refreshing Coke Zero, although not an official sponsor, which is a shame.
Leave us alone. We will leave you in peace. We have little time to speak, or little to speak of.
Those sound like fun. I'll have to come back and do them another time. Master of Beasts is pretty nearby. Nice. That just put me right back. Now I have finished Orc Slayer Advanced for the region, but the Uruks are on a separate Slayer deed. I do not plan on finishing that one tonight, however. Much as I'd like to. I've successfully burgled. I killed him by throwing a rock at him. There's also a separate Slayer deed for half-orcs. Now how am I supposed to pick your pocket if you see me coming? Not official yet. Hopefully somebody from Coca-Cola will discover me and sign me to a big multi-year contract where I get like free Coke Zero and cash and a personal assistant that I can sacrifice by giving them to Mrs. Mustafa so that she can torture them and leave me alone. I wasn't just talking about you.
That's nice, honey. I need to lay down.
Oh, we're getting ready to go pretty soon.
Ugh.
I knew you'd be excited. Mrs. Mustafa loves UFC fights. I failed to burgle. I'm deeply ashamed. Oh, somebody's chasing me. What do we got? It's just tough traveling through here. Okay, I think Master of Beasts is up over here. Or I'm near a patrol point. It's a ways off. There's also a Goblin Slayer deed. So, when you get to Dunland, be sure to kill everything on 2 legs. Goblins, orcs, half-orcs, and Urukai each have their own Slayer deed. And I think there's one for the undead as well. And they also walk on 2 legs. Bellandora, thank you for the host. There is a Warg Slayer deed in addition to a Beast Slayer deed. I was afraid of that, and I gotta kill all these dudes. How are you doing tonight, Bellandora? Thanks for popping by. Good to see you. Hopefully you're getting geared up for a fun New Year's weekend. Remember, there are 4 stages of tequila. I'm beautiful, I'm rich, I'm bulletproof, I'm invisible. And if you play a burglar, you can automatically go right to the 4th stage and become invisible. We are in the Savage Dens. We are looking for the Master of Beasts. I am super. I was just telling some folks on the stream earlier that one of my idiot buddies I like to pal around with paid for the UFC fights tonight, and we're going to go over there and hang out, so I wanted to pop on early tonight. I appreciate you popping in, but I'm probably done for the night. You never know. I could pop on back later, maybe after midnight or so. But for the time being, I think we will go ahead and kick things back over to Evil Twin. Let's go over and give him a big LOTRO stream raid and say hello. I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. Glad I got a chance to say hi to so many of you. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and hopefully I will see you again very soon. If not in my stream, then in yours. But thanks for hanging out. And I'm going to put Evil's Twitch address here in chat, because it is a bit of a pain to type in his name because of the X's and the numbers and all of that fun stuff. Thanks for coming by, and have a great weekend. If I don't get a chance to talk to any of you before, have a super new year, a safe new year. Remember, don't drink and drive, and wrap it up.